106.9 The Urge, Haddonfield's home for rock.
I'm Willie the Kid, and there's nothing you can do about it.
My God, they're using tools.
We have to retreat. The front lines have weakened.
This is no longer about just reanimating the dead. We will create new life. Come on, let's go home.
Dr. Hill? Yes, you see, the skull is fractured right there.
Where are her feet?
They're missing.
You don't know him to make him that way.
She's hysterical.
And God created woman.
Daniel! Who is she?
So what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the JEFFMAN316 Pop Culture Reporter channel. I'm your host as always, JEFFMAN316. Welcome to the Let's Talk Movies Watch Along. This week we got Bride of the Re-Animator on tap, and we're going to bullshit about some movies, pop culture, and then we'll watch Bride of the Re-Animator as we go along. So hopefully I got everything hooked up right. I moved everything around in here, but I saw Scott said he wasn't going to be in the chat tonight. Look, I remembered to put the banner up so somebody could remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, and support the channel. I know Doug's here. He said he watched both Bride and Beyond today. You know, I haven't watched Beyond Re-Animator in years, so I need to go back and rewatch that. And then he said, let's go. But yeah, Scott said he was watching the AEW pay-per-view. I'm not a big AEW fan. But I would like to see who wins the main event. I guess if it's two people that I do like, it's MJF and Bryan Danielson. So it would be nice to see who wins that match. Maybe I'll go back and watch that. So that's why I told him that, to let us know who wins the main event. But either way, like I said, tonight it's Bride of the Re-Animator. If you're not familiar with it, a lot of people don't think that this one lives up to obviously the hype of the first one. Came out in 1990. 1 hour and 36 minutes. I remember watching this one straight on video. I don't think I watched it on cable, but I'll give you the description on Internet Movie Database. Doctors Herbert West and Dan Kane discover the secret to creating human life and proceed to create a perfect woman from dead tissue. We got the awesome Jeffrey Combs coming back as Dr. Herbert West. You got Bruce Abbott as Dan Kane, who also returns. You got Claude Earl Jones as Lieutenant Leslie Chapman, and he's been in a lot of B movies over the years. You got Francesca Danelli. She's pretty hot stuff in this movie. I liked her in that. You got David Gale coming back as Carl Hill, the Dr. Hill. And you got Kathleen Kinmont as Gloria, who doesn't show us the goods in Halloween, 4? But does show the goods in basically every other movie that she's in. So I thought it would be cool. The other week I was able to find it, and I just bookmarked the channel before we get into it. What's the next one going to be? Doug's already hyped for next week. I don't know. We'll talk about it when we get in here. I'll go ahead and give you the Joe Bob drive-in totals. You got for Bride of the Re-Animator, he gave it 3.5 stars. You got 15 dead bodies, 5 breasts. How do you do 5 breasts? Is it only one side boob or one breast shown from one woman on the side? You got a squash zombie fingers. You got face-eating zombie bat, a machete arm hacking, 3 froth mouth twitching psychos, dog brain dashing, man attacked by a severed arm that sewed to a severed leg. That reminded me of Evil Dead when I saw that. Man attacked by, the severed arm, attached to severed legs. Should already read that. Zombie wife killing police lieutenant, a flying bat head, nasty nub molestation. You got arms roll, feet roll, bone drill food, drive-in Academy Awards nomination for Jeffrey Combs, David Gale, Bruce Abbott, Fabian Udinio, and Kathleen Kelmont. So, what was the other poll? It was From Beyond. So I had an idea about maybe what we can watch next week. We got 5 up in the house. I need 5 likes on the video for everybody that starts it. So maybe we can get this thing out there. It looks like I got 6. So anybody that comes in, drop a like on the video. I've already got Bride of the Re-Animator queued up. Dougie Fresh, do you have it already queued up? And there's Cody. Hey, brother, what's going on, brother? I was watching one of your videos on. I ended up falling asleep in the chair watching SmackDown. I was so tired from work on Friday night, and I ended up watching one of your videos on YouTube, which we can talk about once we queue it up. I'll let you know which one it was I was watching. But hey, Doug, like I said, let me know when you're ready, because you're the one that usually wanted me to count down. So I'll count down mine. I've already passed the commercials, and then we'll go ahead and get it started. So, ready? Let's roll. All right, I'm going to give the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let me make sure my audio isn't coming out over the TV. I always worry about when I do those little credit roll things, the footage at the beginning, whether I'm going to get copyright claims. That's why I reverse the footage sometime or change the audio. I haven't watched this in a while. I think I watched some of it on the last drive-in with Joe Bob. We got the severed head of Dr. Hill starting things out. I'm sure they helped you fall asleep. No, actually, I woke up and was just watching around on YouTube and happened to remember you said I had subscribed to your stuff and I wanted to watch it. Give me a second. I'll tell you which one I watched. I forgot this starts out with them in South America because they had to run away from the U.S. after all those experiments that they did. Let me get my YouTube history up. I'll tell you what I was watching. It was Shockaholics bonus episode, Camp Murder 2021. So I had seen that cover for that camp. Was it Camp Murder? Is that what I said? And it looked interesting. And so I was watching what you guys were talking about it. I'll do a video when I get my cereal monster figures, if I ever get them, said they are processing them now. This starts out like a MASH unit up in here. They're working on taking advantage of this war to try to save people, but he's taking advantage of them, experimenting on them. There's no way anybody with that much fucking strapping on them that they'd be trying to pull that out. It didn't hold. What do you expect? It's that little bit of gauze tissue going to stop that blood from flowing over there. Yeah, that was kind of cool. I like that one. And then, like I said, that was one of the movies that I saw the DVD cover myself on Amazon and almost bought it. So I was very interested to hear what you guys had to say about it. I feel like the character of Dan here would have basically already gotten tired of Herbert after his shenanigans. To be like, every time he's around him, he's bringing damn dead people back to life. Oh, it's on Tubi? That's cool. I'll check that out. So yeah, if anybody wants to listen to some guys talk B-movie cheese, watch Cody's video. The one I was talking about, I was watching Schlockaholics. The Camp Murder episode is the one I just watched. Now that this one's going, let me see. I also watched original Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4K and Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 4K, and I was not impressed with too much grain. And the first one you would think would have had more grain. It was bugging me. Well, they obviously cleaned it up. Um, I thought the transfer, if you've watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, it was an improvement over what was already available. And the outdoor scenes look really good. But that's the way a lot of those old 4Ks are, man. The outdoor stuff looks good and the indoor stuff is really no improvement, or sometimes they try to clean it up too much and it gets too dark with the HDR. Thanks for the plug. Checks in the mail. Yep. As old Jack Burton always says, the check is in the mail. So I like Jeffrey Combs. He's in another movie that I really like. Sometimes he plays an asshole. Um, he's in Would You Rather. Have you guys watched scene Would You Rather? Scream Factory had a better release. You talking about a Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2? Yeah, I've got that. The the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I'd already seen the 4K of that. The outdoor scenes in that at the beginning look amazing. It's just really hard to get a good clean movie of that age for the 4K to damn make any difference once it's nighttime or in the dark. We got to get out of the 4077. I was watching a movie before we came on. You guys ever seen this movie? Red State. It's actually a Kevin Smith movie. It's got John Goodman, Michael Parks are the main actors in it, or the top rated actors. That's a really good movie. I don't think it gets any I don't think it gets enough press. Quentin Tarantino says, I fucking love this movie. I'm assuming that's what it is. That's what he says. But I actually was watching and then I discovered this movie's kind of hard to find and kind of rare. Wonder why. Was it just nobody bought it because it was kind of shitty at the time? I know a lot of people didn't like it. But when you look it up on eBay, I'll look it up here. I mean, it sells for like 40, 50 bucks. The Germany ones even sell for 30 bucks. What makes that worth so much? Oh, you get some silhouette of some breast. I missed a minute ago of the titles. I always like the music, like we said last week, of the Re-Animator and Bride of the Re-Animator. I didn't know. It's been so long since I watched Beyond Re-Animator. I know I got the Vestron Video Blu-ray of that. Does that, Doug? Does that have the? I just can't remember. It's been so long. Does that have the theme music? Same theme music as this one? I almost thought I got a bad release of it because there was fuzziness throughout the whole movie besides bits and pieces inside the carnival place. No, that movie, man, is just the transfer of that has always not been the greatest. Yeah, I just love who does the music for these Re-Animator movies? I was checking out that the cast of that Red State. The young girl that's in it's pretty good actress back then, Kaylee Defer. She's in a movie called Dark Room. Has anybody ever seen that? Looks like a good horror movie. The cover looks pretty good. Um, but Doug, you're like me, man. Catalog releases. Rarely do I ever buy them when they first come out. I always try to read the reviews of them to see what other people were finding out. There was hardly any breasts in this. Beyond had better boobs, and I didn't really pay attention to the music. Yeah, I just like the soundtrack. There's Miss How Vacation if you want to see her and Barbara Crampton do a sexy scene together. I was going to look up and see all cast and crew. The composer is Richard Band. Really? He did From Beyond as well. There's a short, 2-minute short. This is called Psycho Re-Animated. The worlds of Psycho and Re-Animator collide. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, I know he's in quite a few movies. Like I said, he's in a movie called Would You Rather that I really like. That's one of my favorite movies that's come out here in the last, I don't know how many years ago has that been? Yeah, Charles Band's brother. Yep. You can see he had a bunch of he's the composer on a bunch of the Puppet Master stuff. He's doing the Puppet Master video game soundtrack as well. He was he wrote some music for Troll. So yeah, lots of winners there. If you look, he does a ton of the Full Moon releases. Hey, he did the music for Nightmare Cinema. Have you guys ever seen that? That is a really good anthology movie. If you guys haven't seen that, it's actually got Mickey Rourke in it. I think does the wraparound story in it. I saw on Tubi there was one released last year with a different actor playing West. I don't think that's like an official anything to do with Re-Animator. I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, I don't think it's an actual Re-Animator story, is it? I don't know. That's that actor I was talking about. That guy's played like redneck cops and stuff for years. There was a Herbert West Re-Animator TV series. Wow. Didn't know that. What is that on? These movies though really went downhill after the first one. Wait a minute. I was impressed with the outside stories of the theater. You talking about the one I just showed? I recognize that guy right there, that doctor. I think I know what he played in, but I'm going to give me a second. It was a TV show, I think. I saw him in something. He was in Soap. He was in Benson. He was in Sanford and Son. That guy's been doing TV acting forever. He was in the Rockford Files. I thought he did. He was in All in the Family. He played Henry Jefferson. He played George Jefferson's brother. I thought I remembered seeing him. That's how old I am. I remember episodes of All in the Family. Yeah, good thing I didn't buy it. Any other movies you've seen lately? Um, no, you saw that review I posted. I wasted my fucking time watching that Man Eater. I'm a big movie. I like movies about sharks or whatever. And that movie was total hot garbage. I did watch another movie that's on Shutter right now. What was it called? They gave me a screener of it and I watched it. Like, and then right when I watched it, it started streaming a movie called Nocebo. It's got Eva Green. I showed it in my movie hunt. I don't know if it was this week or last week. They had it on DVD at Walmart. I watched that. Really good up until the end, and the end was hot garbage. Yeah, check out that review. I tried to be funny during it because that movie is so damn bad. Brian Sanchez. Hey, Jeff, what's going on, buddy? Appreciate you stopping by. Hit a like on the video if you don't mind when you come in the door. Yeah, we're watching Bride of the Re-Animator. If you don't want to watch it, though, you can talk about anything else. Doug was just asking me what I'd seen lately. I watched that Man-Eater movie. So, like I said, anybody watches this, go check out the review I dropped. I laughed and put it's a PSA of what not to watch. And then I watched the movie Nocebo, which was on Shudder, where it had what's her name, Eva Green in it. It wasn't that good. Shit, I keep hitting the camera. Sorry. It was good. It had some weird parts in it, but it was a horror movie. But I didn't like the ending. Hey, Jeff, man, how's it going? What's up, Mr. Old School? Appreciate you stopping by. What you been up to? So I was naming some of the stuff I watched. You guys let me know some of the stuff you've watched. Make some recommendations to me, so it's not just me. I was asking Doug and everybody, had they seen this? I watched this right before we got on here. Red State, Kevin Smith movie. That movie's way better than I remember. Got some religious zealots in there. I know a lot of people might be thrown off by the plot, but Michael Parks does a really good job. He's the one that played in Tusk as well, Kevin Smith movie. And I think he was toying around with doing either a sequel to Tusk, or I think Kevin Smith. I watched a video where he was mapping out his next 5 movies, and I think he'll end up hitting 20 movies then. Is that what he said? But either way, he's making Moose Jaws, which is basically Jaws in Canada with a moose killing people. Isn't that rare and out of print? I have it in my collection as well. Yeah, I was telling him that. I looked it up. I didn't realize it sells for like $40-$50. I didn't know why. It's from Lionsgate. Is it just because nobody liked the movie and it didn't sell well, so they quit printing it? I think it's a pretty decent movie. It's better than Cop Out, that piece of shit that Bruce Willis did with Kevin Smith. I thought he did a pretty good job with it. Did he write this? Yes, it's written and directed. I like Kevin Pollak, and he's in it, and he doesn't have a very big part. So I wished he would have had a bigger part in it. Just bought The Loneliest Boy in the World on Vudu for $5.25 total. Who plays in The Loneliest Boy in the World? Hey, I know I'm a physical media guy, but I often look on Vudu, and sometimes they have those sales for $5 movies, and they do sometimes have movies that aren't available on physical media, or you can't get them in HD. You only got them in DVD, and I've bought a few of them. So I was wondering, if anybody would like to see a video where I recommend some cheap titles off of Vudu. I'll tell you a couple of them that I bought. Let me look up my account. I liked when he's there's a movie called, man, you can't Take Back the Night. I just bought that for $5 on there because you can't get it on Blu-ray, and the DVD is almost $20 on Amazon. That was a pretty good movie. I think it was straight to video, so that one is not bad. I wish I'd only paid $5 for Infinity Pool. Anybody seen Infinity Pool? What'd you think of it? Another horror movie that I got on there, Alone at Night. Got that for $5. You can't buy that on Blu-ray from what I remember. I looked it up. You can only get it on DVD. It's got Ashley Benson. Pamela Anderson is in that. And then another one that I got was, and I haven't watched this one yet. So has anybody seen this? Nightcaller. It says a serial killer torments a psychic hotline worker who has grisly visions of the hideous murders. It sounded pretty cool. I always check the $5 bin at Walmart because you never know what you'll find. I got the 7 Smoking and Bandit collection on DVD. Thought that was a great deal. Yeah, did you watch my movie hunt this week? A lot of people are finding steel books in their Walmart bin, and my Walmart bin didn't have steel books in it, but I did find that cool Terminator Total Recall double steel book for $5 in Walmart. I couldn't believe when I scanned it, it was $5. I remember that being in Target for like $25 when it came out. I already have both of those movies, but the lenticular cover on the front and the flip covers for the two sides of the steel book, that was a no-brainer to buy that for $5, man. So yeah, check out the $5 Walmart bin. If I always try to at least stop by one Walmart and record what's in the $5 bin so you guys can see some options in there. They're starting to put a lot of multi-movie sets in there. Best Friends actor from after series, and this doesn't have a physical release yet. I haven't seen Loneliest Boy in the World. I'll have to check that out. Have you seen it already? Is it good? Let me look it up. Yeah, it's $5. See, it's $5. I did see that when I was flipping through there. A modern fairy tale with zombies, a satire and a celebration of family values, of the imagery of horror movies, of suburban life, of the American dream, and of the ultimate taboo, death. Who's in it? Anybody we know? Let me know if that's any good. If you, like I said, have you already seen it? So that once you watch it, let me know. I know those sales usually start different times. Like they'll do a weekend when then it runs Friday to Sunday, and then they'll do one like that thing that'll start when new releases come out. I always thought this part here where he's hooking the eyeball and the fingers together, that reminds me of like an Evil Dead type thing. Hold on a second. I popped me some popcorn. My my voice gives out. I've had a cold and I recorded like 3 videos like right before we started. So all right, yeah, I remember this fingers doing the dance now. I forgot that until I was downloading the little trailer that I was going to make, and I forgot that it was in there. Look, he was giving the thumbs up. I did get last Tuesday the Blu-ray, The Nearest Human Being from the Dollar Tree. The Nearest Human Being? I don't remember that. The Nearest. I don't remember seeing that in my store. That's cool. You're finding some different ones than I found. My Dollar Trees have sucked. I did find a few titles this week, so I'll have another Dollar Tree video I'm getting ready to drop. So they just let the hand thing walk across the damn floor and run away. Oh, Meg's heart. He should have tried to say Meg's brain. Or maybe Meg's breasts. I was going to wait till a few you dropped in here before I mentioned it. So it looks like I finally hit 2,000 subscribers and it stuck this time. Cody and I were laughing because the first day that I did, it would go 2000, 2001, 1999, 1998, 2000, 1999. I told them I'd drop off with one or two every day. So I wasn't going to get excited until it got over 2000. So I got 6 subscribers this weekend. So we hit 2006. Are you seeing You Scream in 3D? I'm going to see it in theaters. I'm not interested in seeing it in 3D. The last couple of 3D movies I went to see have been so disappointing, the level amount of 3D and how much extra you have to pay for it. So I'm not really interested in seeing it in 3D. But yeah, I'm going to go see Scream this coming weekend. I've watched the last one a couple times during the year, and it actually was way better than I remembered. I think I liked it. Spoiler alert, if anybody hadn't seen it. Shit, sorry, I think my connection fucked up. Why did it go? I turned the damn Wi-Fi off. Hold on a second. My connection's fucking up. No, I haven't checked it out yet. Hold on a second. I don't know why it still says I'm on Wi-Fi. I hardwired this thing after last time. I don't know why it jumps on the Wi-Fi every once in a while. This laptop's old, so I apologize if there's any hiccups in there. For some reason it jumps on the Wi-Fi randomly. All right, let me go back and see. All right, so yeah, no, I got busy and I forgot to look, and I wanted to make sure I looked out for your photo in there, so I'll watch that tonight before I go to bed. Did I try the New York pizza? I'm not a huge fan of pizza, but I plan on trying it. So yeah, the only reason I didn't get it this weekend, which I was thinking about getting it, is my company did a big thing where we did an employee appreciation, and I bought pizzas for everybody on Friday. So I didn't want to eat pizza like 2 times in a row. And Doug, he tried it last night. Cody said it wasn't bad. What do they have? Can you get it any toppings you want, or does it have like those giant pepperonis on it, or whatever it is? I haven't really researched it. Did I know it had been 24 years since they came out with it? No, I didn't know that. You're the unique trivia guy. Since Scott isn't here, you got to throw some trivia out to us like that. So I'm going to do an official announcement, so you guys don't have to worry about it. But so since I did get 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to do my giveaway. So watch out for a video this week where I announce it. I'm going to do 2 for 2,000. The first video is going to have 10 Blu-rays. I think almost all of them are Dollar Tree related or decent ones from throughout the year that I've gotten extras of. And then the second one will be a DVD one, and it's going to have 10, with one of them being kind of a special release that somebody else was asking me about. I'm giving up a copy of something that I have just because I was able to, I don't want to spoil it. So I'm trying not to give away too much detail. It's something I found in a movie hunt that it was a really good deal. And then I ended up having most of it on Blu-ray myself. So I think I'm going to give away my copy. I'm not telling you what it is. The standard is double pepperoni. Not sure if you can customize it, but I'm sure you can. No, I'm fine with double pepperoni. That'd be cool. So, like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to record a video thanking everybody for helping me get to 2,000. You can comment below it whether you want to enter the Blu-ray or the DVD giveaway, and then probably I'll run it for a week, and then at the end you got to be a subscriber, and at the end of the week I'll do a spin the wheel thing where I draw a winner of both. And I would just say yes, if you're outside the U.S. and you want to participate, that's fine, but you have to pay shipping because I live in a rural area and I'd have to drive, and the post office here doesn't take foreign packages, so I'd have to take it with me to work and do it at lunch. So just to help me with, because of my time, if anybody outside the U.S. wants to do, you need to help me with the postage. It's a regular pepperoni in Old World, costs $3 extra for the third topping, and it only allows 3 toppings because it's kind of thin. Yeah, because you got to be able to fold it up. You got to comment under the video. Speaking of fast food that has been gone for a while, KFC is bringing back the Double Down sandwich starting tomorrow. I don't remember that. What's the Double Down? What's the Double Down sandwich? I don't remember. I'm at commercials than anybody else is. I'm not sure. They closed our local KFC. So I don't go to KFC that often. Oh, is that mammoth where they put the damn 2 pieces of chicken with the shit in the middle? Holy shit, I remember getting that back in the day, and it was so big I couldn't even eat it. I know I'm still kind of fat, but come on now. I'm trying to lose a little weight. I don't need to be eating that thing. Yeah. Instead of bread, it's 2 chicken fillets of bacon, cheese, and sauce in between. That's like a damn heart attack waiting to happen, brother. I meant comment below on the video. Sorry, man. But yeah, I'm going to actually do a video, and I'm going to show the movies that you can get. And I want somebody to have the opportunity to win one or the other. I'm going to have a yard sale, so if nobody wants the DVDs, trust me, I'll be able to sell them. I sold them all last time that I put out there. I sold my DVDs for, I think, 2 for $3, and my Blu-rays like 2 for $4 or something, so I ended up making a little money. I can't remember. It was something like that, but I ended up like making money on the stuff that I watched that I didn't like. I've never had one. I think I had the one just to try it, and it was just like too much meat. There's that damn bat attacking that doctor. How you think it's be fun filming one of these things where you got to hold a plastic bat on your face and move around like it's attacking you? I actually had some Mary Brown's chicken for dinner. I prefer that over KFC. Didn't you mention Mary Brown's last week? I don't know Mary Brown's. We don't have that around here. I don't sell a lot. I very rarely sell anything on eBay unless it's special edition. I mean, I just sold like a Spider-Man media book for one of the movies, and I think I sold it for like $25. I had it on there for 30, and I took a best offer. I got a copy of The Fanatic at the Dollar Tree, man. I'll put that in that in the DVD thing. It doesn't have a slipcover. Mine does, but the one I'm giving away doesn't. I'll go ahead and put a copy of The Fanatic in there. You can enter the DVD one. Didn't you win last time? And they had it at the Dollar Tree. If you look at that hunt I did, if you don't care whether it has a slipcover or not, if you don't win, get with me and I'll see if I can get you a copy. Yeah, Cody, didn't you win my giveaway for the 1,000 subscribers? I don't remember, but either way, any of you guys can Yeah, so the Fanatic movie is terrible. It's one of those that's so bad it's good. Yeah, I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. It's like you said though. It's kind of like it's a fun watch. It's so cheesy. You can enter and it doesn't matter. I mean, that was like a year ago, man. But hit me up and I'll see when I go back. I got somebody that commented on my video that wants me to go buy some of the movies and wanted to buy them for like $3 please plus shipping. So I'm gonna be out there looking for movies anyway. I returned Fanatic back at Family Dollar when they were getting rid of everything, man. That was a terrible movie. I won a giveaway one time. It was before year 1000. Well, anybody's eligible to enter this one again. It doesn't matter if you won before. It's random. I'm going to put the names on a wheel, so it's not like I'm choosing it. Family video. Yeah, I'll do a video where I show you the 10 from each one, and that way under that video is where you'll need to comment, and you can let people know if you've which one you want just by showing a comment under there. I don't remember this part. What's this dude doing coming in there with that doctor? I might be a little bit behind you guys. He's a big fan of trash, but I'm a big fan of trash too. So as long as it's fun. Kind of like the old WCW spin the wheel, make the deal. Hey, yeah, I got that wrestling shirt. I should wear that when I do the spin. Maybe I'll wear it. Yeah, I got the Halloween Havoc shirt. Spin the wheel, make the deal. Had the coal miner's glove on it. Yeah, so that's what I'll do. I'll make a video tomorrow night. I'll post it. I'll show you the movies. I'll give it about a week, and then get everybody's name on it, and then I'll do a live stream. Nobody has to show up. You don't have to show up to win, but I'll do a live stream so everybody can see it live, and I'll spin the wheel. It'll be elimination style. So if it's like 10 people on it, I'll spin it 9 times, and whoever comes out at the end, last man standing, wins the DVDs, and I'll do it again for the Blu-rays, but you can only enter one of them. I'm going to put a decent DVD in there, so a lot of people might might actually want the DVD one. Yep, coal miner's glove match. That was Sting and Jake the Snake Roberts, right? You'll be proud, Cody. My wife was talking about how good I got my room cleaned up here where I can actually walk around in it. So I may do some a video where I show some of my collection in here when I started. You guys will be proud of this too. I actually started taking some of the icons that I make, like the trash can, and I made my own version of it that's going to start showing up in my videos because I didn't want to get a chance of getting hit with copyright. And I'll actually include that if I ever do anything, whether it be stickers or a shirt or anything like that. And if I do memberships or whatever, I want to create like a set of emojis that people could use. What'd that say? Rob Zombie just posted a musician died. Says simple man Leonard Skinner sound. What? I don't understand the last part. I thought this woman here is pretty cute. Hey, so I don't know if she'll show up on here or not. We're talking about Maddie. I feel bad. Like, I watched a few minutes of her Facebook live stream. We bullshit on here and talk about everything else. Man, they were actually talking about movies and cinematography and the score and plot points and everything. I was like, they were get down into the nitty gritty of the movie. We never do that. We're like very lowbrow here compared to like what she was doing. What's this lady been in before? Am I the only one that has Shutter? Any of you guys that watch me have Shutter? I think in the intro I said Francesca Dinelli is the one that's the name of her character. It's Fabiana Udenio or something like that is this actress's name. She was in Summer School. What character was she in Summer School? Was she the foreign exchange student that never talked? Gary Rossington, founder member of Skinner, died. Oh, that's who he was talking about. Dies at 71. Rest in peace. Yeah, and sad news about Tom Sizemore. So speaking of that, he had done some really good movies, and then he had also dived into some cheesy movies as well. So, which is good. That's one of the reasons I liked it. He's in that movie, The Relic, that I like. Yeah, didn't he have an accident or something, or they found him and he was technically brain dead for a while. I guess they unhooked the machines. That's pretty sad. How old was he when he passed away? I forgot. I read, don't remember. When all these actors from your childhood and when you're growing up start passing away, man, it makes you start feeling old. I always thought this detective in this movie, the guy is a good character because he's basically a dick, man. Yeah, I know they still haven't found. I was reading that they said that they don't know what happened to Julius Sands. Like he disappeared in the mountains and they hadn't found him. Your comment about Trash Cody, I'm taking you like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Next Generation, and Netflix. Well, you know what? The Netflix Chainsaw Massacre is not that bad. Like I said, watch my review of it. The characters are bad and the dialogue, some of it is like cringeworthy, but the movie itself, as far as the effects, and I just watched some of it again the other day, man. It's got some parts in there that are not bad. And there's actually a decent concept. I wish they had filmed it in the US and Texas though. 61. That sucks, man. It's only like 10 years older than me. Really liked him in Paparazzi, very underrated movie. I haven't watched that in a while. Who else was in Paparazzi? I can picture that movie, but I don't remember it. What was the main character in that? Cole Hauser. Yeah. Is that the one you're talking about? Yep, Tom Sizemore's in that. Hey, my joke the other day, because that movie also stars Daniel Baldwin. Remember he was in that Vampires and I was talking about? Or was that on that other live stream? And I was like, Daniel Baldwin. Any movie he's in means you got the wrong fucking Baldwin in it. You almost regret getting T-shirt from Brightways. For which movie are you talking about? I missed the comment. Go much lower, bro. Like micro budget. Done in somebody's backyard. Some of those are not bad, man. Hey, Cody, my Camp Blood 666 Part 2 and shit. What's the other one? Brain Fart. I can't remember what the other one is. With the two Sterling ones. My package shipped. Oh, you got that Fright Rag shirt? I will say this. Um, the mask in it looks like shit. It looks like it's melting on his face. And I do realize the look they're trying to get is it's fresh and he just put it on and it's bloody. But I don't like the mask at all. Did you see that video I posted where it's got him popping up out of the sunflowers, and I did the voiceover from Friday where it says, Smokey, somebody taking a shit. Or everybody, Smokey's taking a shit. And she was in summer school. Shit. Man, I don't remember that. That did a lot rubbing that blood, trying to rub that shit off. Axe grinder. Nice, my axe grinder shipped, but I got canned blood through Indiegogo, so I have to wait for Sterling to ship them the Blu-ray before they ship it to me. Makes sense, doesn't it? Did you get anything else in the Indiegogo thing? I'm gonna move this real quick. Hold on a second. It's on my foot. Did you get anything else with the Indiegogo or just the Blu-ray? I mean, I'm assuming that means you're listed as in the credits or whatever, which I'm not so worried about. I'm a producer on several of his movies. If you watch that review I did of that last box set or the unboxing, there's 2 of those movies that have videos of mine on his Blu-ray releases, my unboxing videos of his stuff. Got the poster and the shirt. That's cool. The Wizard Master shirt Fright Rags came out with is kind of cool. Looks like old Yu-Gi-Oh card. That's cool. You guys gonna go see that Dungeons and Dragons movie? Yeah, you told me about that. Yeah, and I remember you sent me the photos. Those are cool. So I told him that I would do an unboxing. That's when Cody, that's when I'm going to do the actual official video of that mask you guys see now. So now that I got the room cleaned up, I can swap. I can either be in this chair or I've got a chair over there in the corner. This room's still small. But I got a chair over there that I can sit in front of my movies that I can record my reviews. And then when I'm doing live streams and stuff, I can sit in this. This is a small recliner. Is this when the foot kicks him? This reminds me of Three Stooges type shit. Is this when he hooks the arm to it? Yeah, this is like Evil Dead level shit right here. Yeah, so I'll do a video where I unbox those movies and talk about them, and then I'll show the mask in that to do like the official unveiling of it, even though it's been in the background of some videos. Yeah, I'll go see it in my theater as having a giveaway, a poster, 2 tickets, and a board game for Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know. I didn't want to see it at first, but I watched a couple of the trailers and that's a that foot kicks him. That's always funny. That hand grabs him. Can you imagine being the actor in this? Like I said, where you got to fake that shit's moving. I like the music. It basically is like comedy style music. Reminds. Yeah. So I'll yeah, that'd be cool. Send me some better pictures of your Camp Blood mask. And I told hey, I asked Sterling about that. About the different masks. He said, where was it? He's talking about the 5 different ones. See if I can find his he said something about you could see all 5 of them in the movie, or I can't remember. He was trying to get me to buy some old school camera that he used to film a movie on. I can't find where he told me, but he was talking about did you say anything to him about the masks? Why they look different? Oh, here it is. It says there's a music video that you can see all 5 masks that were used in the movie, and then it's going to be on the Blu-ray. Reminds me of the Mortal Kombat villains. Yeah. Cops wouldn't be able to do this in today's age. Always trying to plus sale. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, so supposedly when we get the movie, there's going to be a music video where you see all 5 of the different masks, which is why yours mask looked a little different than mine. I don't know. Obviously, I haven't seen the movie, so. MJF has already entered the ring, supposedly, in that AEW pay-per-view. If anybody hadn't bought the Friday the 13th collection, that thing keeps going down. It's like $79 on Amazon. Now, I wonder if it comes with the replacement discs that you had to get. They lost mine in the mail, and I actually got a second set of discs, and I actually did then get the original ones. So I've got an extra set of those. I wonder if anybody needs them, I could sell them. That'd be cool. I was watching somebody was complaining about wrestling. He was talking about how the AEW's got their pay-per-view tonight. They also have a pay-per-view that they're going to be running. They always do something big on Memorial Day weekend, and now the WWE is going to do one of their pay-per-views on Memorial Day weekend. So break-in entry. Yeah, break-in and entering. This guy gets his comeuppance anyway. It won't matter. Now it's been a while, like I said, since I watched this. You kind of it's kind of cheesy because the how far are we into this damn thing? Let me check. Like almost 50 minutes into it, and you ain't seen holy shit about the bride of Re-Animator yet. And would Meg's heart be the main thing you would want in there? Because then it's got the brain and the face of that other woman. Like, why wouldn't they have tried to save something else of Meg? I know the actress Barbara Crampton couldn't be in it, but she failed, did she? So this guy not only breaking and entering, he fucking basically killed his wife. Bruce Abbott was in the Prophecy too. I don't remember those Prophecy movies. Maybe AEW could team up with WWE for a one-night event. I highly doubt that now. AEW is starting to get pissed off. Old Tony Khan is always bitching, and especially now if they run a show, they've basically AEW's basically had Memorial Day weekend tied up where it's their weekend where they do that. If WWE runs a premium live event on that Saturday, AEW is going to be pissed off. You know, I was laughing because last time I remember watching this Bruce Abbott is obviously, you know, the hunk sex symbol guy of this duo, and Herbert West is the brains, but he's always wearing like these big puffy shirts and shit. Like he's like Fabio Jr. in this thing with his big hair. Watch, probably. I remember liking the first one. That's the one with Christopher Walken, right? All right, but no disrespect to anybody. If you got that laying up in the bed and you fucking around down here in the basement, he would have been long gone by now. He'd have just took her and left. Is it so? Was he dead? And if so, is this one of the first times anybody's come back that they were actually able to speak? Because I don't remember anybody else speaking after they come out. Well, I guess the headless dude, Dr. Hill, he did. He spoke. Wonder why some can and some can't. Maybe it's if they got brain injuries or not. Yeah, with good old Christopher Walken. So you chopped this dude's arm off, or part of it anyway. And he's still gonna fucking, he locked him in here. I think they have to go through that wall right where the rocks were. Yeah, here you go. He's moving that out of the way. He's turning into the hunchback. Yeah, the dad spoke. Did he? I don't even remember the dad speaking. I guess it's whether you got a brain injury or not. She got a pair of legs on her. Yeah, what are you doing here? He's weaseling his way through that hole. That's where he went to that graveyard, was getting all his fucking parts, right? Cruelty to animals. Cruelty to animals. He ripped the fucking dog's leg off. That's some KFC right there. Got him a big, nice, big dog leg. KFD. That's all it took to get the door open? Really? Hey, you can put it in his mouth. I forgot about that. Hey, there's Maddie. I was just talking about you a second ago. I was talking about how we on here bullshitting and talking about like the worst lowbrow humor and making jokes. Like I was making a joke about him putting that dog's leg in his mouth. And I watched a few minutes of your Facebook stream. It was a little bit too late for me. I had to work the next day. But you guys are on there talking like technical stuff about the movie and the cinematography and the score and all that stuff. And I was like, holy shit. We don't talk about anything good about the movies we watch. We bullshit about everything other than the movie. So in this movie, they don't give a shit about anything. Like he put those fingers in the eyeball together and let that thing wander off. He's then cut this dude's arm off, and then they let him wander off. They don't go after him, and then he's got this dog that he's ripped the leg off of. Last comment. What was your comment? Beyond Herbert West almost successfully succeeded. Nothing wrong with bullshitting too. I know. I'm just saying that's the difference. If you want to go talk technical about movies and get into the details of it, you can watch Maddie on do those Facebook streams. I wish they hadn't been on so late. I think you went on like I can't remember. It was after midnight, and then I ended up falling asleep in my chair, and I woke up 45 minutes later or whatever, and listened to a few minutes of it, and then I had to get up and go to work. I usually have to be at work get up about 6:30 to get ready for work. It takes me, I have to drive about 40 minutes to work. So, like I said, I've watched this on last drive-in, but I can't remember what happened to this girl here. And I always remember it takes so long for the reveal of the Kathleen Kilmont, the bride of Re-Animator. Look at that dog, got that dude's arm on it. I like if he didn't sew the arm on there and all he did was use one of them rods, how would it have enough to be able to pull on her? How would it be attached to the dog? Yeah, I'm crazy night owl. Usually stream 12 to 4. Holy shit. 12 to 4. Are you working anywhere yet? I know we were talking about last time you were looking for a job. I'd probably do the same thing. I mean, I have to get up early and go to work, and we usually don't hear our way after midnight. So, if I didn't have to get up and go to work so early and be the responsible one, I would probably stream a lot later too. I need to watch Beyond the Re-Animator. It's been a long time since I've seen that. Is he in jail? Is he in prison in Beyond Re-Animator? And Doug earlier was talking about what we're going to watch next week. What I was thinking about doing is one of two things. We could either watch From Beyond, since that was the loser, or we'll do another poll and we'll put From Beyond, which is the loser of this week, and give it another shot against another movie. But somebody needs to recommend what other movie do we need to put it up against. And then I was telling them, Maddie, that I finally hit 2,000 subscribers this week. So watch out for the channel. I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I'll post a video this week of what I'm going to give away. Cody and I were laughing because he sent me a message and said, like, hey, man, you hit 2,000. I was like, don't be too excited, because the last time that happened with 1,000, every day it went back and forth for a couple of days until it stuck. Appreciate that. Beyond Re-Animator. Maybe that's what I'll do. So I'll put Beyond Re-Animator against From Beyond, and we'll see which one wins that one. So Beyond Re-Animator was still on here? Oh, he's cutting her open. Had to protect the boobies. Did you see that, Doug? He protected those boobies because he's going to slice it open now. Damn it. Damn it, Herbert. I'm not a doctor. Oh, shit. Yeah, I guess I am a doctor, but I'm not a good one. Yeah, I know you said you watch. That's a lot of fucking blood on his hands. I know you said you watched it. I didn't know if you watched it on Tubi or not. I actually bought that. I got the Vestron video release of that. I'm still, if anybody watches this now or later, I still need one more movie to finish my Vestron video Blu-ray collection, The Unholy. I'm still missing that one. And somebody put one on eBay and it's $80. And I will not be buying that for $80. But you know what? I was going to say somebody might have sold it. I can get the UK version if I really want it. Um, I can get the UK version on Amazon. I've got a region free player, so it's not that big of a deal. But the one that was on there for $80, somebody just bought it yesterday, well, the day before. So it sells big time. Yeah, you guys are always ahead of me. Apple in the mouth. It doesn't matter. Number one, it's because I'm live streaming, and so we're always a little bit behind. And then when I looked online, it Bluetooth connected to my headset, so it paused the movie, and I wasn't paying attention. You have to forgive me. I'm not a professional at this. Almost reminds me of Jason Goes to Hell. Oh God, it's not good. Anything reminding you of Jason Goes to Hell. So I feel like what they did with this movie is they wanted to tie us into the other movie, but they didn't want to pay everybody that much, so they scaled back on all their parts. And if you didn't know, that's Winnie Cooper from Wonder Years. That's her now. Just saying. I was flipping through Twitter and saw that. Did any of you guys see Quantum Mania? What did you think of that? The Ant-Man movie. So I got an idea. Here's what I'm thinking about doing. I don't get a lot of views on my movie reviews, so I'm gonna do like I said. Any movie review I do is probably gonna be for something B-rated, cheese, like off the wall, something just recommending what somebody should watch. First run stuff, I'm thinking about just doing shorts of my reviews instead of out of theater reactions. I'm gonna actually do a 60-second short of my review. So, what do you guys think of that? I think it would stick better than me trying to do full blown reviews that nobody fucking watches. Well, I don't mind any of the Friday 13 movies. I thought it's not really a Friday the 13th movie. Jason isn't even in it. I'm at commercial. You can watch it. Trace Atkins, dude, the line delivery is so cringeworthy. Like every time he tries to be cool and actually be like he's serious, his line delivery is so bad, and it's like he's reading it off a board, like right there, like I don't know. And then the way that they draw the shark out at the end is just so fucking stupid that it got on my nerves, like how bad it was. You and I could literally have written a better script than what was in that movie. They're giving people money to make this trash. Oops. He's a lot of things, but an actor isn't one of them. Yeah, I know. He's in it in the beginning, in the end, and in the mirror. I missed a comment. What'd you say? Oh, I know. Well, I don't count him being in the mirror. That's kind of stupid. I mean, like he gets the opening of the movie is really good, but it should have been the ending of one of the other movies. If that was what you're going to do, like to actually end the movie with Jason getting blown apart would have been a pretty epic ending to a Friday the 13th movie. To start that way and um to end the way it did with the pulling the Freddy mask from down below, and then you don't even get that movie next. You get the Jason X. It was just a letdown. Plus, you got all that other bullshit that they intermix in there, like the Evil Dead stuff with the dagger and the Necronomicon being in the house, and the worm going up her cooch into um to possess her. That the writing of that movie is. Ugh. Oh yeah, you're talking about the villain part for Ant-Man. Didn't seem like a big bad villain. Well, he's like a variant dude, so it's gonna be like a million of him. Did you see Ant-Man? Um, I was really disappointed in it because I like the other two Ant-Man movies because they're more one-offs, and that character doesn't. It was like a family man who connected with his friends like a lot closer. He had friends that he had most of his life. None of those friends are in the movie. Now he's got just the main love interest and his daughter, and it didn't seem like it was that character needs to be at a smaller scale. Once he got there, it became more like a mini Avengers type movie where it took all like 4 or 5 of them to do, and it just didn't seem like an Ant-Man movie to me. Arturo, what's going on? Hey there. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Drop a like on the video if you don't mind. Is this Re-Animator 2? Yeah, it's Bride of the Re-Animator. We've been watching this shit for how long? Probably an hour now, at least, because we started a little bit late, but yeah, a little over an hour, like an hour and 4 minutes on mine. And we really haven't gotten the Bride of Re-Animator yet. That was another thing that I was always a little disappointed in about how long it actually took to get the bride going in this thing. Here, speaking of the bride, here we go. If Bruce Campbell would have done the Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash, it would have worked with the Necronomicon. Yeah, or at least had a cameo in that one. 28 minutes. Jesus Christ, man. That seems like it drags a little bit compared to the first one. What do you guys think? Dude, it would have been so much better if they could have got Barbara Crampton and come back. He's showing her feet. The feet of a young ballet dancer. They use the legs of a hooker. Oops. Yeah, I was thinking that when watching it earlier today. So that's what we'll do. We'll put Beyond Re-Animator or From Beyond will be on the poll. I thought he was getting ready to fondle the bride's breasts there for a second. You perv, Dr. West. Oops, sorry. The lawyer's hand. Case dismissed. Jeffrey Combs is cool, man. I like Jeffrey Combs. Hold on a second. I get to sit up. Sorry, I was tired. I was relaxing. I was sitting down on the job. So what would they have I know they put the serum on it or whatever, but would that have made that thing that all those parts start growing together like that? That part I didn't understand. I haven't touched anything, man. So maybe you had a commercial that I didn't. I don't understand how Tubi works with the commercials. And whether you wanted it or not, you're getting ready to get a toy hunt posted because I found a good I found a couple rare things that I want to show you guys. So I'm posting a toy hunt. You must watch the toy hunt. Must be rats. See, he's trying to sell him on the fact. You can tell he doesn't want to do it, and he's trying to sell him on the fact that Meg's heart's beating in there. It seems like we got too many like storylines going at one time. He's putting in the syringe. I'm in the where we're in the apple, falling at his feet. Which means where he's about to get batty. Yeah, I think the plot is too fucking convoluted. Like, we didn't need this cop in it at all. If they're going to have the doctor heal his head, this doctor should have been the one kind of drove crazy by the thought that the experiments worked, that the head come to life. We don't need this cop storyline at all. And then you got the other girl that, I guess because the other young doctor, which I keep Dan, is like, he's fucking like Dan Chalice from Halloween 3. He's got all the babes after him. Like, we don't need him shacking up with that girl. And then he done fell in love with the girl that's dying in the hospital. Then he still got feelings for Meg. You know, she died. I mean, it's too convoluted. The plot's too much. They should have edited some of the shit out. You're at 23 minutes left. I might not be able to see that far over there. Let's see where I'm at. I got 27 minutes left. How'd you get that far ahead of me? I don't guess it matters. He filling her up with his stub. Doorbell just rang. It doesn't really matter. Probably. I don't think it really matters. I fast forwarded it like 30 seconds. Yeah, I was looking, man. There ain't a whole lot of shit coming out this week. Did you see you need to watch my movie hunt? I did a joke. I was like, if there's any week that anybody needs to help support the channel, it's this week because of all the money that I spent. But I don't think there's a ton of stuff coming out this week. I bought that Rocky set. I've started to watch them. They look really good. I'm a bigger fan of Rocky 2 than I am of the first one. So I'm really toying with the idea. Rocky 2 is my favorite, I think, that I might buy the steel book of that one. Since that's the Best Buy exclusive, but I don't think I need the steel books of the other ones. That Rocky one was kind of plain. Hey, I saw that, Doug. Was it you that watched that Spirit Halloween movie? I watched it too, but I saw that was on, I think, part of that $5 sale. That was on Vudu that we were talking about earlier. So if anybody wants a cheesy Halloween movie to watch with the kids, you can go watch Spirit Halloween and get it for $5 on Vudu. You had a pretty fat stag. Yeah, I know. Too much. So I didn't get a Google a Google YouTube check this month because they want enough money to justify it. So you guys need to donate to the channel. But I did sell some stuff on eBay. I sold a couple of Rocky Jacks figures loose. I sold a Mr. T one for like $40, and I sold a He-Man Origins figure for like $40, and I sold a Spider-Man one of the original Spider-Man Blu-rays that was in like a 10, some kind of Best Buy thing. I sold that for $25. So I sold a little bit of stuff to help pay for that. So don't think that I just got stacks of cash, man. I have to keep, since I don't get as much donations as some of the bigger YouTubers, I have to keep my spending. But like I said, I'm starting to sell more of my toy stuff and concentrating on movies. As you know, I realize I'm getting older. I don't need to be collecting all that stuff. So I'd rather have the movies. I did put some other action figures on eBay. Like I got some of those old ECW pay-per-view figures still in the package. I got the rare ones. I got Rob Van Dam, Stone Cold, Taz, Tajiri, Paul Heyman. I'm selling those on eBay. What the fuck is that? 51 Operation Fortune Ruse. What? I don't even know what movie that. What movie is that? Yeah, I heard Children of Corn suck too. Isn't that available on one of the streaming services? Instead of going to see it at the theater, I was thinking about watching there. I thought it was on one of the streaming services. Yeah, everybody that I trust that does movie reviews said that Children of the Corn movie was hot garbage. Let me see if it's streaming. It's going to be on Shudder on March 21st. So yeah, I'll be that's where I saw it. I saw the trailer. So I'll be watching yep, you said the same time I did. I'll be watching it on Shudder when it comes out instead of going to see that piece of trash at the theater. I mean, even the first Children of the Corn was not that good. I mean, back then it was one of the better Stephen King adaptations, but they didn't have a lot of Stephen King adaptations out. Linda Hamilton was in it, you know. She's wasn't that great of an actress back then. That movie was kind of cheesy. But, you know, obviously the main boy in it did a pretty iconic, had a pretty iconic role. What was his name? Isaac. He was really good, that actor in it. But I didn't need any other ones after that. I was off on that date. Doesn't matter. Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, that does look pretty good. It's got Audrey Plaza in it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't think waiting 11 more days is going to hurt us. Exactly. I don't understand why people think it's a good movie. Yeah, I don't either. I mean, there's plenty of other Stephen King adaptations that are way better than The Children of the Corn. I mean, it's kind of boring. I like, dude, fucking Cujo is good. I mean, even when I was younger and I didn't like slow burn movies, I knew that movie was good. Dee Wallace does a fucking amazing job in that movie. I can't stand that boy. That one boy was on Who's the Boss. I'm not much on him. And her husband was on I don't know the guy's name, but he was on Hardcastle McCormick. I felt sorry for him because, you know, he was married to Dee Wallace. She's fucking around on him, but good idea. Kind of meh movie. Never seen any Children of Corn. If you want to watch them, watch the first one. Skip everything else. But yeah, I liked Maddie. What other Stephen King movies do you like? I would like that god awful Sleepwalkers more than Children of Corn. But I like Madchen and Mick, or however you pronounce her name. I thought she's hot back then. She still is good now. Yep. I saw it on the trailer at the end that it was Guy Ritchie, which makes me want to see it because I really like him. But I like Audrey Plaza. Aubrey. Is it Aubrey or Audrey? Aubrey? Aubrey Plaza? Audrey. I feel bad that I don't know. She plays in quirky movies. It's Aubrey. I've got a cousin named Audrey, so I always get them mixed up. Caught my eye or ear. Well, The Shining, yeah. What did you say? I can't remember. I apologize if you told us. What is your favorite movie? I can't remember what you said. I like The Shining. Or as they called it on The Simpsons, The Shinning, because we don't want to get sued. I don't know why. It looks like I got some invitation here, but it says my internet signal is 100%. So it could be my computer. So I apologize if the stream sucks. I don't know what the fuck's going on with it. Might be my internet. Maximum Overdrive is one of those so bad that it's good things. Fright Rags or somebody has some new Maximum Overdrive shirts. Halloween 78. Well, hey, that's my favorite. Well, Jaws is my favorite movie. Halloween 78 is my second favorite movie. And The Simpsons is my favorite show ever, were the old ones. Yeah, like the first 5, 6 seasons of The Simpsons are the best. I mean, it's still decent after that, but not as good. And with that movie, The Loneliest Boy in the World, his family member died and friends died, and they dig him up. And somehow they come to life, and the police are trying to figure out what's going on. Comedy horror. It can't be as good as Cocaine Bear. Yeah, Halloween 78 is kind of hard to beat that. And I still say I need to do my movie where I think subconsciously the reason that I like Jaws and Halloween so much is because both of them are so similar and how they were made and the style and the character. I still need to do a video with that. But yeah, going back to that, Maximum Overdrive was one of those so bad that it's good. I remember liking it back in the day, if nothing more than the damn AC/DC soundtrack. Cocaine Shark. So they got Cocaine Shark. And who was it that you said had Meth Gator? The Asylum had Meth Gator. Cocaine Shark. Oh my God. Is that on, excuse me, is that on YouTube? I don't see anything pop up. Oh my God, it is. I'll have to watch that. Should I do a reaction video to Cocaine Shark? Jaws is amazing. Probably the reason as a child I stopped wanting to be an oceanographer and moved into film. Holy shit, what did I do? I like that line from Bride of the Re-Animator. My God, they're using tools. Meth Gator. Yeah, it's coming. Day one purchase along with Meth Gator from the Asylum. Yeah. So yeah, I just like everything about fucking Jaws, man. It's one of the, I mean, I've watched it so many times and I still watch it. I've watched it here recently. That little poster came from where I saw it in the theater last year. I mean, everything is good about it. Cinematography, the story, the acting, the score, the original camera work they had to come up with as far as when the shark didn't work. Absolutely. I'm listening to David, Dr. West. I don't know why I said David. Dr. West do his monologue here about God's failures and his correcting the mistakes. Thoughts on your comment? What was your comment? Was it a good trailer? I haven't watched it. Are you talking about this one? Never seen that Maximum Overdrive either, but is that how they got the design for the Green Goblin? No, I mean the Green Goblin and Spider-Man already existed. That was a Toys R Us truck, and so they used the Green Goblin head on the front of it. I wonder if Marvel regrets letting them use that. Oh, bitch is biting over here. But I guess I gotta watch the. Cody absolutely says I gotta watch. I gotta watch Cocaine Shark trailer. Is there a Meth Gator trailer yet? Do we have a Meth Gator trailer? I don't think there's a Meth Gator trailer yet. Oh my Lord. All right, I'll do a reaction to it. I'll watch it tomorrow and I'll record a reaction to it. Is it going to just be me doing this a lot? Or this? Oh. Just waiting for John Wick Chapter 4. I spent over $80 on the collector's box set of the franchise. You talking about that box set that came out this week? I looked at that in my movie hunt, man. That thing was massive and heavy. If I didn't already have all three of them in 4K and steelbooks that I got at Best Buy, I would have bought them. Yeah, he said talking about the Bride here doesn't look that bad. All right, dudes. Well, anybody on here, would you do her? In that condition right there, would you do her? You got to be honest. Don't you want me? He's like, I don't want your body. Like her face. Yes, sir. What's next? Fentanyl fish. That's funny. Hey, I like that one. Hey, we got her up sell that shit for the Bride isn't in this movie enough. Have a heart. Shit's still connected. That's some pretty good fucking practical effects. It has photos in the steelbooks of each movie and the whole book. Yeah, it looked like a gigantic book, like you put on a bookshelf. I liked it, the look of it. It's just we're already owning all three steelbooks. I didn't want to drop $80. Plus, did you watch my video? I already spent way too much money in there as it was. I sold the 4K box set at Walmart for $39. Yeah, this is that big Best Buy box set he's talking about that had out. Ugh, I can't stand it when people grab knives. Ugh. Oh, it's a Polonium movie. Oh. You have yet to watch Cocaine Bear? It's a fun watch. I really liked Cocaine Bear. Question is, would you do her, Jeff? I don't think so. I'll just be honest because I always keep it real 100 with you guys. I'm a breast man. And those breasts weren't looking too scrumptious there. This is like the fucking thing here, man, with that body falling apart. That's like I'm telling you way too much about myself. That's why when I see women with tattoos, I don't care if you get them on here or under here or in the, I don't want anything on the actual breasts themselves. Here's that head with the fucking bat wings on it. That's epic right there. Look, there's a hey, is that the first human centipede right there? That's the first human centipede. So I answered it. So Doug, would you do her? I don't know. I heard that the style of the movie is also different. Where there's one guy described it as in when they fight him, when he's getting ready to go in with a heavy punch, it shows it and then stops and then kind of reverses the angle and you see the impact of it. I'm like the Rocky movies because of how realistic the boxing matches seem. And if you don't have that, then I'm not going to like it. So I'm not going to go see Creed 3 in the theaters. Plus, Scream was coming out next week, and I'm going to save my money and go see that. I can wait on Creed 3. You never care for the tat on the tit look. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, hey man, I'm a natural guy. I don't like fake boobs either. But I don't like we were joking about that wrestler. What's the one with the green hair? Shotzi, where she actually tattooed um hearts over her nipples to where her nipples look heart shaped. That's just weird to me. Why would you do that? Scream 6 looks good and Evil Dead. Yeah, I'm going to see Evil Dead Rise too. Hey, that's the quote of the night. We don't care for tat on the tit. That's the. Oh, and I see you put the exclamation point in there. Would they not let you type the word tit? Hey, YouTube. Fuck you. You can't say tit. She's still on there. I think she might have got injured and then they didn't write her, have a story for her going to Mania, so they didn't write her back in. I think I remember seeing her show on Twitter an x-ray of her hand where one of the bones in her hand was broken. Yeah, the breasts were off and didn't look like she had any undercarriage. So like metal, so probably not. Yeah, the undercarriage is pretty I don't yeah, pierced is fine. I don't want any tattoos. Like I said, I've seen women with it under and it kind of go down into their abdomen. That looks kind of sexy sometimes. And I've seen women with them here, and I'm okay with that. But the actual breast area needs to stay. The canvas needs to stay clean. Didn't want to rush the flag. Risk. I got. He told me that once you get big, that you need to watch what you say within the first 30 seconds of a minute of your video because the algorithm, if you say curse words, then it doesn't pick you up and get you around the internet. I don't obviously have anything to worry about right now because my channel is so small. Meg's heart quit beating. So it just ended. I'm into credits and Beyond Re-Animator starts in 29 seconds. We're not going to watch that, obviously. So I'll put the poll up. I like that music, so I'm gonna let it play because I can hear it in my headset. So yeah, I'll put the poll up, and we'll either do From Beyond or Beyond Re-Animator. As you can see, I'm really trying to push From Beyond because I'm a Barbara Crampton fan. I also prefer Shave. Doug. So here we are, and I'm trying to keep the stream somewhat on down the clear path or whatever. I'm joking before, just so you know, Doug. And then we talking about I'm trying to make it palatable for any type of audience. And then here comes Doug with the shave coochie comment. Yeah, like I said, I'm a big fan. Can you buy these scores? Man, I'd love to get the Re-Animator scores. I'm sure somebody released them on vinyl. Laughing my ass off. Yeah, so somebody told me that if I do Patreon, I also need to do YouTube channel membership so anybody doesn't want to give their money to Patreon. And so whatever I do as far as if I do Patreon, if I do the 3 tiers, I'll probably do the same ones on YouTube memberships, because YouTube memberships you can do and give you guys avatars and emojis to use in the chat. So one of the emojis has to be hot garbage. And we need to come up with an emoji for when Doug makes his coochie comments. So what we need, do I need my mask smiling with like a big tear drop beside it? I redesigned, like I was telling the guys earlier, I redesigned my hot garbage looks like I'm fucking friend again. This laptop is a piece of shit. I don't mind a Bush because he's Mr. Old School. Man, you guys are just coming out of the woodworks with the comments tonight. So Mr. Old School doesn't mind Bush. To quote Booger from Revenge of the Nerds, we have Bush. We have Bush. Oh my God. Dude, Doug's getting worse. Remember, friends, as they always say, lick it before you stick it. And the first time tends to be a bit messy. Jesus, man. Hey, I just said that. So, yeah, we got Bush. We got Bush. That was Booger. Booger is an awesome name. I also like that commentator on ESPN, Booger McFarland. Is that a fucking awesome name? A combination of a real name and a nickname, Booger McFarland. So, in honor of Maddie doing her Facebook streams, I dropped this on Facebook as well. So, looks like somebody gave me a Facebook like. Freddie. You said, did Freddie say that? I don't remember Freddie saying lick it before you stick it. Really? Man, we really got off on a tangent tonight. Well, I guess we didn't really get so much off on a tangent. We had Dr. Hill's decapitated head being held by his body, getting ready to get down in Meg's cooch last week. But that was Barbara Crampton's cooch, so that would be okay. See, I really don't want to. I've already watched that From Beyond. It looks really good in 4K, and so does that black leather outfit that was the restoration of Bride of the Re-Animator. Footage for the unrated was restored, so that was the unrated version we just watched. So that's nice to know. I know what movie. Do they have the movie Fallen on here? I'm going to look. If they got that, we don't have to watch that next week. But I'm watching the fucking movie The Fallen one week. That movie is very underrated. And you can't get that on Blu-ray. Why is that not available on Blu-ray? Look, it had my last search in there and it said Bride of the Fallen. That sounds like a title of a good title of a movie. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be on there. There's a documentary called Fallen. That sucks. I want to see the movie Fallen. Booger. Must be a relative of Turd Ferguson. Or be like Santa. You better not pout. You better not cry because I'm going to dry. Hell's mouth. What the fuck, dude? I don't know what you're talking about. I have to look that up. Doug gets all nasty. Doug, man, you talk to your mother with that mouth? So the movie Fallen in on here. I can see. I know what movie's on here though. Squirm. You guys ever see that movie Squirm? The only thing good about that movie is the cover. And I appreciate Maddie at least backing me up on that damn Children of the Corn. I always thought that movie was very overrated. We need to watch an anthology movie one week. Is any horror anthologies on here? Is Barbara Crampton? Nope. Her character died and they saved her heart. She's not on there. So, yeah, very unfortunate that Barbara Crampton's not on there. We should look her up. Barb, what movie they got of her? Crampton. I'm sorry, I just got a crush on her. She's in Deathcember, I think. She's in a freaking Puppet Master. Have you guys seen Beyond the Gates? That's a good movie. We should watch that. Dude, Doug, I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't know that. So, do you talk to any female in your life with that mouth? How about that? So she's in From Beyond, obviously. But like I said, have you guys seen that movie From the Gates? Beyond the Gates. That's not a bad movie. I'll have to watch that one week. Maybe I'll put that on there. You get choice of Barbara Crampton Young and Barbara Crampton Old. What other movies is she in? The original Castle Freak is on here. Yep. There's 2 versions of it. Oh, that's the making of Castle Freak. So if you guys don't have any objections, the 2 choices would be Beyond Re-Animator or From Beyond. Yeah, Beyond the Gates. Maybe I'll put that on there. So it'll be Beyond Re-Animator. I'll put all 3. We'll see. Beyond Re-Animator, From Beyond, or Beyond the Gates. That's not a bad movie. Have you seen, Maddie? Have you seen Beyond the Gates? Star on Puppet Master movie. She's still a good looking woman, man. Tales of Halloween, All Hallows Eve is on Tubi. We watched All Hallows Eve. That was before anybody liked me. That was when nobody liked me, and I was watching probably all that stuff by myself. What if I search All Hallows Eve? Will other movies come up that are like it? But for the love of God, we're not watching All Hallows Eve 2. It's on there. Or maybe we should to make fun of it. I should force you guys to watch All Hallows Eve 2. What movies are like it? Those movies aren't like it. Jack in the Box. That's some shitty movies. Yeah, so have you seen Beyond the Gates? Send it on Messenger. We all need Barbara Crampton mommy time. Yeah, I know. I would still suckle on her now, even at her age. Is that too much information? Oh my God. It says, you better not pout, you better not cry, you better not scream. I'm going in dry. Oh my gosh, Doug. Hey, he look at that. Free advertisement. He snapped a photo and look, I'm on there at the bottom. Way to go, Doug. Rollins is going to confront Logan on Raw. I hope they don't mess that feud with the Miz involved. I don't know. Miz is now the host of WrestleMania, so I don't think they're going to mess that up. Scott, you made it in, so AEW must be over. So who is our world champion? It can't be Bryan Danielson. How about force us to watch Speed 2? Ugh. No. Speed 2 is good compared to All Hallows Eve 2. Getting involved, I meant. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Vampires on Bikini Beach. What the? Oh, yeah, I remember us looking that up. Just got done with AEW. Tell me who's the world champion? Did MJF win or did Bryan Danielson win? Yeah, I'm gonna make you guys watch All Hallows Eve 2 soon. Hey, there's another movie on here that I saw. It's called. This might be one good to watch. Cody might want to watch this. It's called All Hallows Eve Horror. A group of friends gather together for a party on Halloween at an old abandoned house, rumored to be haunted by a family that was murdered there. Lisa Vaccaro, Katie Hellman. That looks like one of those cheese fests right there. Is Maximum Overdrive on here? MJF. Good, because yeah, I like MJF. He needs to keep the belt. AEW is one of those ones where they have random matches to me that are good, but the booking on there is so bad, and the stories they used to do long-term booking, and now they don't. They throw shit together at the end just like WWE used to do. I canceled my Peacock, so I won't be watching WrestleMania. What? Dude. You should have kept it at least through WrestleMania. Come on now. WrestleMania is worth the price of admission anyway. 100% cheese. That's your official review of the AEW pay-per-view, 100% cheese. Pumpkinhead. I don't know. Let's look. I'm losing my voice, boys and girls. I've been speaking too loud. If Maddie, are you still on here? How the fuck do you talk for 4 hours? I can't spell Pumpkinhead. We say Pumpkinhead here in the South. Pumpkinhead's on there. That's a future choice right there if I ever heard one. I like the idea of doing the vampire ecstasy. Man, you just want to see fucking titties all the time. Halloween night. I got every match right. Hey, that's a poet and didn't know it because I got a big mouth. No, you don't. Man, yeah, I actually like listening to you. You were very articulate, unlike me. I didn't want to go on YouTube because of how I don't know. What's a good word? I just thought I had a terrible screen presence, and I'm not very articulate. So, Pumpkinhead was a great movie. Man's Best Friend. I remember seeing that. I've got that on DVD, but it's getting a bit much. I like to cut them to down. Yeah, I don't think I could do 2 hours on here. Is about a bit much for me. I don't. If they bring CM Punk back, that's gonna be a bitch move, if you ask me. Did you guys see Chris Rock's live special that he did on Netflix? I watched it after the fact, and he had a joke at the end. He saved the whole story about Will Smith until the very end. And then he went to do his joke and he fucked it up and messed it up, and then had to ramble for a few minutes and then circle back around and then do the joke again. Yeah, In the Mouth of Madness is good. Not going to happen. I don't think Punk's coming back to AEW, and the WWE sure as hell don't want him. We're going to do the triple threat, where you got to vote for next week. It's going to be Beyond Re-Animator. What do we say? Beyond Re-Animator, From Beyond, or Beyond the Gates. So I'll put the poll up tomorrow, and you guys can vote. About Friday, we'll keep it up to Friday. It's random. I like how we get a lot of you regulars come in, and you come in at different times during the stream. And you need to give me some ideas of if I did the YouTube channel membership and gave you guys avatars and emojis, what could I put? Because I've already redid my hot garbage one. I'm going to redo my thumbs up and my on fire one as the emojis. We need one. Maybe I should do an eggplant with like a no symbol over, because we don't want penises on movies. American Gothic, Frightmare, Inferno. Will you just randomly naming fucking movies for us to watch? Oscars next Sunday, apparently. Do we not need to do a live stream because of that? I don't fucking watch the Oscars. they ever start nominating a horror movie, at least one, then I might watch it. I saw the clips on Twitter, enjoyed it. Fuck up and all. Love Chris Rock. Yeah, I do too. He kept it old school, Mr. Old School. Here's what I don't like about Chris Rock. He's always done it, so it's his style. He'd be like if we're going to talk about Doug's In the Mouth of Madness choice, he goes, let me tell you about Doug, and he likes In the Mouth of Madness. You know, Doug likes In the Mouth of Madness. Like everything he says, he immediately repeats it right after it. And it gets on my nerves. Hunter is not going to call him or be interested in bringing that Punk guy in. They had bad blood. Well, I mean, it would be different if Punk was young. They might could use him, and then he might consider it. But I mean, Punk's getting old, and I just don't think that it's worth the stress and the aggravation. Maybe, but I can watch that shit after the fact. No interest in the Oscars. Poor Dougie. Why? What happened to Dougie? Doug, you need to get your subscription back to watch WrestleMania, dude. That's a 2-night event. If you had to order that on pay-per-view, that'd be worth the price of admission right there for 1 month. There's a documentary that says In Search of American Massacre, The Lost Texas Chainsaw. Yeah, that's the one that Cody was talking about. Wasn't that the one where Toby Hooper's son was going to make a Texas Chainsaw sequel and he was talking about it? Yeah, In the Mouth of Madness. Yeah, he did. Would you guys like to see? I know you probably didn't catch me on that live stream. It was so long and we rambled. I ranked all my favorite John Carpenter movies. Well, I ranked them all from worst to best, and I did a video of that. Well, I did a live stream with somebody, so I was thinking about making a video of it so you guys could see it, because that live stream I don't think got a lot of views, and that we rambled about shit that night to where we kept getting lost of where we were in the ranking. Plus, it was kind of confusing. They told me the movies to include, and then we got on there and they were including movies that he supposedly John Carpenter directed. Like, you know, he came in and did some scenes for Halloween 2. So one of them included that. One of them included the TV movies and one of them didn't. It was a little confusing. So I might do my own list. Is Human Centipede on there? God, I was thinking about that today. You heard my joke about that Bride of the Re-Animator at the end. Was that the first Human Centipede? I was thinking about trilogies of movies and how they obviously, most movies never live up to the original, but which trilogies have like the most god awful last third chapter? Human Centipede is right up there. And I'll tell you another one. For a movie to be really good and for the third one to be shit, The Hangover. What in the hell happened there? The Thing over Halloween always. Hey, man, get the fuck up out of here. To quote The Thing, you got to be fucking kidding me. No, it's pretty high on my list. This is what I said during that live stream, so I was just kidding. You could take most people's top 5 John Carpenter movies and shuffle them around, and almost everybody's going to have pretty much similar ones in the top 5. Randomly, every once in a while, I want to pop up in there. 4 MILFs versus Zombies. Is that on here? Made you sick? Oh, I just saw, I know what comment is coming up. I saw it, and I haven't clicked it and brought it on the screen yet. A Serbian film. The Thing is amazing, but Halloween. Yeah, I know. Like everything, you know, that I was telling somebody this. There's a few movies that everything just comes together like it was meant to be. And that's the way I feel about Jaws and Halloween. Like the universe was doing everything to be against it. Or in Halloween's case, they didn't have hardly any money. So they were going after actors they couldn't get. Everything just kind of fell into place like it was meant to be. Like I know a lot of these movies are made on micro budgets now, and you're like, oh, it's miraculous that they even got made. No, there's a few movies, like a handful of movies that you just look at and you're like, that shit was just meant to be. Like everything came together cosmically. And that's what I feel about Halloween and Jaws. The Thing is really good. It's almost like it was ahead of its time. Mainstream movie audiences were not ready for The Thing, is why I think it failed. I think the amount of gore, practical effects, people weren't prepared for it. Stripper versus werewolves. I feel like Doug is we should talk about Doug like Bluto in Animal House, where when he's at the end and he's ranting and he goes, you know, when the Germans ball Pearl Harbor, and then they look at him, the Germans, and he goes, forget it, he's rolling. That's Doug. He's just rolling through all these awesome movies. God, I hate looking ahead at comments and then knowing I'm gonna click on them. Lightning in a Bottle. See, you and I think alike. What's another movie you feel that way about? I feel that way about Jaws and Halloween. What's another one? But Jaws, The Revenge, is like good hot garbage. Like, it has just enough connective tissue, but I feel like whoever came up with the concept, like, didn't take it far enough. You're going to go to that level. Read the book Jaws of Revenge. There's all that voodoo shit that happens and makes the shark come after them. If you're going to go where the shark is going to travel to the Bahamas and going to come after the family, you got to go all in. Like Weekend at Bernie's 2 just dived into the deep end and just went that way, and it kind of made the movie as shit, but it's kind of got its funny moments because of it. Scream, yeah, I give you that a little bit. I would say Nightmare on Elm Street first, though, before Scream, as far as Lightning in a Bottle. It was different. Like, I remember the first time watching it, Nightmare on Elm Street, and I was like, holy shit, like, this is something different that nobody's done. Scream, I give them credit. It was like it rebooted the horror for the 90s and brought slashers back to mainstream, but it didn't seem that fresh because other movies were meta too. I don't know. I'm just not as big of a Scream fan as a lot of people are. I think Scream's like very overrated. After School Special. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, I didn't like most of them. I do like Jenna Ortega and the other actors as the mains. I hope the other ones get killed, or at least one of them might be the killer. I think that was pretty intriguing. Yeah. I'll give you the first Friday 13 because he came up with the ad that ran in like the Variety or wherever it was about the movie to make people want to see it before he even had a script so that he could pay for it. So I'll give you that a little bit about Friday the 13th. Yep. Yeah, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre is another one that if you read the behind the scenes story and everything about it, it kind of felt organic and like everything just fell together. Like I said, I don't know. I don't like to put Scream in the categories with those movies. That's just mine. I just have never been a huge Scream fan. I think it's because the killer changes every movie. It seems a little lazy. Like you could literally be like, hey, this franchise could go on forever because we could just have somebody else dress up like the killer. Yeah, I liked both of them, but I loved X. I mean, they took the 70s, grind feel of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Mia Goth was excellent in it. Jenna Ortega was excellent in it. They took actresses in it that what's the one that was in Pitch Perfect, you know, that basically play polar opposite. I always forget her name. Brittany Snow. Yeah. Took like Brittany Snow and she played like a polar opposite of her blonde bimbo-y type characters she's done in the past. Or Goody Two Shoes. Not bimbo-y. She doesn't do bimbo. Yeah, I guess Goody Two Shoes is a good word. Sorry. Apologize for the first comment. And then totally went to opposite of that, like really raw sexuality. It wasn't expected. So I was really pleasantly surprised with that. And took it in a different direction than just cookie cutter copy and Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. I mean, yeah, I agree with that. Other than, yeah, the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre is amazing. But like I said, I don't put Scream up there with those. It's like right below those. What? Marty Jenkins and the Vampire Bitches. Some of these titties. Okay. Yeah, X is better. I know Pearl is good, but Pearl to me didn't feel as much like a horror movie as X did. Pearl to me felt like a character study and it had some horror mixed into it. It was more of a psychological thriller drama than a full-blown horror movie. I don't know, it didn't it didn't play to my horror movie roots, like my desires for it to be like typical horror movies. I don't know what a good way to put it is. Her performance is great, but it just isn't the horror movie that I wanted. I guess that's a good way to put it. It wasn't bad, but I didn't particularly like the way they portrayed the killer in it. So no, it was all right, but it was way better than most of the remakes, but it would be at the low point of a lot of those remakes for me. Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake titles. How did you get titties and titles mixed up? Oh, I read titties. I got titties on the brain. That would have been two T's in the middle. Sorry. You did say titles. I must have titties on the brain. Sorry. But yeah, my favorite remake is The Evil Dead. And I don't even consider that a remake. It's more of a reboot continuation because it could be the same. I'm about to get me a new cable. I think this fucking thing's messing up again. But either way. So I apologize if the feed is messed up. All right, well, we've been going on. It's about 12:15, so I think I'm going to get ready to get out of here. I really appreciate you guys coming by. So like I said, I hit the 2,000 subscribers this week, so watch out. Probably tomorrow is when I'm going to post my video where I'll show you the DVD and the Blu-rays that I'm giving away. You can comment under that video of which one you want, whether you want the DVD lot or the Blu-ray lot. I'll let it run about a week, and then I'll go in and I'll run, spin the wheel, make the deal. Great minds think alike. Yep. So I'll put the poll up. It's going to be 3 you can choose from. I'll put it up tomorrow. It's going to be From Beyond, Beyond Re-Animator, Beyond the Gates. Hey, look at that. That it just all links together. Look, From Beyond, Beyond Re-Animator, Beyond the Gates. Look at that. You have a nice night, everyone. Yeah, appreciate you, Doug, as always. Love y'all, you guys. Okay, brother, love you guys. Everybody be safe. Appreciate you, Scott, stopping by after the pay-per-view. And I appreciate the congrats. Anybody that watches this now or later, make sure you drop a like on the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And good night, Maddie. Good night, Jeff, Doug, everybody. Yeah, I appreciate Doug and Maddie and Arturo and Scott and Night All. Appreciate you, Maddie, for stopping by. Great chat as always. Fun hanging out as always. Take care, Mr. Old School. Love you guys. Really appreciate all you guys who support me, and hopefully we'll keep growing. Made it to 7%. See, Doug made it. We got to do something where I do a little battery with a charge on it or something. That'll be a little icon for Doug. So, yeah, anybody that watches now or later, yeah, I reached 2,000 this week. I didn't announce it during the week because I was telling Cody, this is a boring story. Everybody's heard it earlier, but it would go 2,000, then it would be 1998, then it would be 2001. And so it hopped back and forth where I was losing and gaining people. But as of now, I think I'm pretty comfortable in saying it's going to stick at 2,000. To me, that was pretty, that was a number I think I needed to reach to decide whether I was going to keep going with this for sure. It took me a while to get that second 1,000 subscribers. So I think I'm really getting the groove now and I like what I'm doing. So we're at 2006. So, yeah, I appreciate anybody that watches this now or in the future. So like I said, Keith Sports Channel, my information is down below. I got JEFFMAN316 here. I'm on Twitter and Instagram, so I post on there sometimes. I got you can do super chats during live streams. You can do super thanks on any videos, and you can donate to my Cash App right there as it's going down below, and it'll come back around. So I really appreciate anybody that supports me any way you can, whether it be just watching videos, clicking likes, all that stuff. I can't thank you guys enough. And then I'll go ahead and end by saying my catchphrase. This has been JEFFMAN316, your pop culture reporter, signing out. You guys be safe out there.
Mr. Mayor, Chief, ladies and gentlemen.